This segment is sponsored by the Real Estate Top Performers. It's quite a unique real estate market right now, and the message from Mike Sobhi and Khori is with the Shobi Group of Fairfax Realty is don't delay. Get your house on the market right now. But first, Mark Barron of the Mortgage Link has great news on what rates are available for Great Day Washington viewers. Mark, thank you for joining us here for Great Day Washington.
My pleasure.
With rates for especially a 30-year mortgage at an all-time low, it's hard to think about someone holding out for something better than what we're seeing on the market right now, right?
You know, I agree. Rates are at an all-time low. It's a 50-year low right now.
Wow.
And I can't imagine with rates this low, somebody holding out for something better. Really, this is the time if you're going to refinance or buy a house, I would make a move now.
Mark, what do you think it is right now that we're seeing these rates so low and staying so low?
It's really because of the pandemic, the stock market, and the general economy. But let me see if I can simplify this. What happens is that now the federal government has stepped in and Fannie Mae is buying the mortgage-backed securities from the bank. Simply what this means is the banks know, oh, I have a place to sell these loans and I don't have to take a discount when I sell them. So it makes the banks feel more comfortable and they keep churning out loans.
So Mark, now is the time to refinance, right?
You know, I've never told anyone do it now because I never want to be responsible. But if I was getting a loan, I would do it now. The rates have hit a 50-year low and they're rock bottom.
Mark, we'll have to reach out as we're thinking about what to do this year. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you.
All right, so the time is now. Call a loan officer at the Mortgage Link. The number is there on your screen. And if you are a first-time home buyer, they can also share some information with you as well. I also caught up with Mike Sobhi and Khori of the Shobi Group with Fairfax Realty, who say now is the time to get into the market. Mike and Val, thank you so much for joining us here for Great Day Washington.
Yeah, we're so excited to be on the show and to meet you. How are you?
What I have been seeing with the real estate market we've been talking about is kind of different than what most people thought when the pandemic started. What are you guys seeing happening right now with the real estate market?
Absolutely. It's been kind of crazy. It was really slow for 2 weeks, but then it just started to really spike up, and mainly because inventory has been so low because everyone is so afraid to kind of get to market. And Val's going to touch on kind of why the inventory has been low, and then I will get into maybe why this is creating such a big buyer demand and also how this is different than the 2008 market crash.
So a lot of sellers have been sitting on the sidelines primarily due to COVID-19 concerns. If you're in the high-risk category, you don't want to put your home on the market. If you have children, you don't want to have that increased risk. If you have tenants, they may make it a little more difficult for you to put the home on the market. So a lot of our clients are kind of thinking, you know what, we're going to sit back and we're going to see what's going to happen, and we're not going to put our home on the market. But buyers are still buying. The interest rates are extremely low right now, so they're taking advantage of that. And because of that, homes that are on the market right now are getting multiple offers above asking within a few days on the market.
Yeah, so the buyer demand is there, and what you're seeing right now is that sellers are definitely scared and they're sitting on the sidelines. But whoever is on the market is definitely benefiting all the rewards from the huge influx and all the demand because everyone wants to take advantage of the interest rates. So as long as you're being super safe about it, I would say if you're a seller, this is an incredible time to get to the market. As long as you're following CDC guidelines, you're going to have 3, 4, 5, 6 different offers on the house of people that really will do whatever it takes to try to find and buy a home and buy your home from you.
Mike, I think you mentioned at the beginning, a lot of us were thinking about the 2008 crash. How is it different this time around than back what we saw in 2008?
So 2008 was there was a lot of subprime lending. There's a lot of people that were getting loans that they really could not afford. And then what you notice from the year 2000 to 2005, the increase year over year in sales prices was going 10 to 11% year over year. In the last 3 years here in Northern Virginia and in DC, on average, we're only really been going up about 5%. And back in the day in 2008, we were way overbuilt and way overpriced. And then with all the loose lending that was happening, it was just a recipe for disaster. And once the chips started to fall, you just saw a domino effect and everything went crashing down in 2008.
Yeah.
This is not happening today because we're underbuilt and still a little bit undervalued. And except for Arlington, Virginia, which has been skyrocketing because of Amazon,
right.
we're seeing that the increase is about 5 to 6%. In Arlington, it was like 20% year over year, which is bananas. But what you're seeing right now is because the inventory is still so low, the buyer demand is still there.
I'm sorry we're out of time, but can you tell us real fast, Mike, about where we can find you and follow you?
Absolutely. The Shobi Group on Instagram or on Facebook, and also the ShobiGroup.com. So would love to hear from you if you're looking to see what your home is worth today. And also if you're a buyer and you're looking to find a house and it's too hard because it's too competitive, we could find homes that are off the market for you. So we'd love to work with you and love to help.
Awesome. Thank you guys for joining us today.
Thank you very
so
much.
much for having us. Have a great day.
All right, don't forget to call the mortgage link for those great rates, but you have to call today to take advantage. So call 833-MTG-LINK or visit themtglink.com. And you can also follow the Real Estate Top Performers on YouTube.